Hi, Sergey. My name's Amanda Meyer, and I noticed that you had requested the SEO audit on your business/website, and I just wanted to follow up after doing an intense deep dive, essentially, on your entire internet presence. So, not just your website and the performance there, but the entire picture, right? And obviously I discovered that we are essentially neighbors. I am in Newcastle as well. I am right behind the Safeway. And so anyhow, I wanted to explain to you the entire picture, how this works, where you're currently at, where you could be, just I've got a plethora of information that I just want to give to you. Um, so let's just jump in here and go through this. So all right, so how all of this process works is like this. When your future customers are getting on Google and they're searching obviously for your services, right? The first section that's going to come up is this section right here. Now this section is important because this is where 30% of your business from Google should be coming from. Now, this section here is where the Google business pages are listed. You guys definitely do have one. Ideally, we want businesses to be in one of these top 3 spots. Reason being for that is because this is what shows up upon the search results coming back. Like I said, you guys do have one. You're sitting just down here in the 9th spot. Definitely some opportunity to get you up into one of these top 3 spots like I was explaining. Let me just go over that with you first. So here's your Google business page. You've got 5 reviews and they're 5 stars. So clearly you've got a credible and quality company. That's probably one of your biggest factors is the level of reviews. There's a multitude of factors, but that's probably one of your biggest ones. So increasing the amount of reviews as well as having them on a consistent basis get added would help your ranking tremendously. The other thing is you've got pictures. They're great. Just more of them. Google favors and gives priority to businesses that have 100 or more pictures. The other thing is citations. What a citation is any time that your business name, address, and telephone number are listed on Google, you're issued a citation for that. Now, what you want to do is obviously determine how many your number one competitor has. Not only do you want to meet that same number, but you want to exceed by about 50 or 100. What that does is that creates a gap in between you and the next person ranking, right? So that once you get into that ideal spot, you can maintain and keep it. All right, so then the next part of this is this section down here. Now this is even more important because this is where 70% of your Google business should be coming from, right? And these are where the websites are listed. Now, I've determined obviously that your number one competitor for the direct area is Bell Red Electric. And so we're going to go over a little bit more of what they've got going on, but let's first start with what you guys have going on. So your website is beautiful. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. This is the caliber of work that I produce, and I can absolutely appreciate when someone has, put a lot of time, effort, care, and detail into something. So I just wanted to start and say that first. Now, what's going on with your website and what it's lacking, and the reason that you're not anywhere on any of the first couple of pages of Google is a couple of things. All right, so let me explain to you the process of what Google does. So 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, what Google does is they send a bot to crawl the internet. What that means is that they're going through every single website and they're looking at every piece of information that the website has to offer. What they're trying to determine is who they should match up with the people searching for their services. So if I got on Google and I typed in, electrician's Bellevue, what Google then does is it takes my exact search term phrase that I'm looking for, and then it scouts the internet very quickly looking for any websites that match up identically with that verbiage, right? And so those are what are referred to as organic keywords. So with your website, there are none of those organic keyword phrases. Now, what's even more important is that we want to make sure that your website is targeted towards folks with buyer intent, right? So we don't want somebody jumping online that is, maybe asking for different types of electricity volts. That's not what we're looking for. What we're looking for are the direct buyer intent searchers. So, electrical system replacement, Bellevue, Washington, Kirkland, Washington, Redmond, whatever, because that person essentially is getting online to find a provider that can come and can, render the service for them. So, what Google's looking for are those organic keyword phrases, but what they're also looking for is command content. What command content is every single word that's on your website. What Google wants to see is 1,500 words of that command content, and they want to see those organic keywords embedded within. Okay, so what I'm going to then do is I'm going to show you your competitor, right? Their site is atrocious, in my opinion. It is not aesthetically pleasing. It does absolutely none of the bells and whistles. I just don't really have another way to say that this website is absolutely terrible, in my opinion. Absolutely terrible. However, what they are doing correctly is they've got the command content that Google wants to see, and what they've got, embedded within their site and within their pages are those organic keyword phrases that Google is wanting to see, right? And so what I went ahead and did next was I pulled my web crawler program. What this does is this shows us current real-time data from Google directly on the performance of your website. So we'll start with yours. Two important numbers here. So your UR is your trust factor rating assigned by Google. Your DR is your power factor rating. Now, these two numbers right here are determined by this box right here. Now, what a backlink is essentially a shout out from another website, taking the person searching from that site and then linking and bringing them over to your site. This is really important because this is the firepower that essentially, stands behind your keywords and gives them power so that you can compete with the competition and the other companies, of course, that are trying to target those same keywords. So then we move on to this section right here. So these are the organic keywords that we were talking about. So those are those phrases that people are entering into Google that we want to, bring in the traffic for, right? And so when I pull up the organic keywords that you guys have, we just have branded keywords. And what I mean by that is this is your business, your company name, right? So while this is great and this is important, we don't have any of the buyers and the leads and the revenue keywords that we need to have to get your site to rank, to bring in the traffic. Of course, traffic then turns into leads turn into jobs, and jobs equals revenue, of course, right? And so we want to have all of those buyer intent keywords as well embedded within your site. And like I was saying, all we've got is the branding keywords for your business directly. So with everything considered, essentially, as far as what we've just talked about, what this does is this gives us an overall picture and gives us an organic traffic rate of 23. So what that means is that, in a month, there's 23 folks that are coming to your site. Essentially they're coming to your site for your brand, maybe not necessarily with buyer intent, right? So then what I went ahead and did was I pulled the live data for Bell Red and what they've got going on, right? So let's take a look and see what they've got going on. And keep in mind, they have the terrible site. I mean, that is just heinous in my opinion, right? And so what that means is that's massive opportunity for you with this beautiful site that has an incredible amount of potential. It just needs to have the SEO features incorporated. So I'm assuming you probably had a builder or maybe even did it yourself. I'm not sure, but the website again is a beautiful build. It just has none of the search engine optimization features contained within it, which is then going to, you know, build your brand, build your company, build your leads, build your revenue, build your exposure, you know, just everything as a whole. There's nothing implemented to make the company grow, right? And so, again, I just wanted to show you what your competition now is going on. Real quick, again, this is their trust factor. This is their power factor. Now, they've got 367 backlinks going to this site, essentially, right? And they've got 116 of those organic keyword phrases. Now, I kind of wanted to show you the difference between your branded keywords and then buyer intent. So remember, all of your keywords had your name in them, right? These are the type that we want to go after. So electrician Bellevue, Bellevue electrician, Redmond electricians, Redmond electrical, you know, all, you get the point, I'm sure, right? These people have an intent behind their search. They're looking to hire an electrical contractor in Bellevue, Washington. So this is the traffic, and these are the people that we want to have, you know, routed and filtered to your website. And then lastly, what I went ahead and did was I pulled real-time data on the search volume. Okay. Now, I know that you're in Bellevue, and I did check the site, and it didn't indicate, you know, that you're only in Bellevue. So I just kind of made an assumption that you probably would be willing to service Sammamish, Kirkland, Issaquah, Redmond, you know, so on and so forth. Even if you don't, it doesn't matter because there's so much volume in every single city. But I just kind of wanted to show you firsthand and you know, directly what it looks like as far as search volume. So these are the keyword phrases that people are typing into Google when they're searching for your business or, you know, the same exact type of business. So residential electric companies near me. Okay, we've got electrician in Bellevue, Redmond electrical, Sammamish electrician, electrical wiring company. I'm sure you get the point. So again, this was just a couple of the surrounding areas around us, you know, that I'm assuming that you probably service. But I want to show you this. Okay, so volume, what volume means is this is how many people are searching for this exact phrase, right? And so there's a bunch of them. And with that considered, what we then do is we determine a total volume. So there are 30 different main phrases. There's many more, but these are the important ones, right? So there's 30 keyword phrases in the very immediate area, and there's 3,100 people every single month that are searching for your services. You know, and like we were discussing, we've got 23 people coming to your site every single month, right? That are coming for your branded name. Now, just imagine if we added the potential to pull in, you know, the traffic on 3,100 people every single month. Now, of course, you don't get a sale from every single one. However, having that volume of traffic come in is exponential. Let's take a look really quick. I think I missed going over that little part with you. So essentially what they've got going on is they've got 282 people coming to their site every single month because they've got those keywords in there. So again, those traffickers are coming to their site with the intent to buy. So you can imagine, you know, how many folks are coming to their site, retaining their services, getting additional information, whatever the case may be. The bottom line here is that is a ton of traffic to be missing out on, right? And so without your